I will say though that I think right now, Mushi seems like the player on their team that seems like he's a little bit out of sorts. It felt like in the last game he was playing too desperately, and I rewatched some of the VODs from yesterday as well, and it felt like we're just not seeing the Mushi that we normally see. Like when I think of Mushi, I think back to those TI3 Orange times where he just went off on everybody. TI4 with DK felt like one of the most versatile players. I really hope this guy, even after today, there's still a lot of TI to play. I think he'll still show us a good performance.
Liquid's turn to bat.
That is pretty rough. Timbersaw and Alchemist for Fnatic. Right after Liquid picked up a Juggernaut. I'm feeling this draft for Fnatic. I don't know about you, Blitz.
I am too.
I just think that Liquid is just going to run out of damage.
I actually was about to say the same thing, just because I don't think this kind of lineup deals well with what they have. Although the Juggernaut mid is quite good against the Timbersaw mid, but I don't necessarily think that's going to be a Timber mid. They could even just put him one-on-one against the Knicks.
Yeah.
They can have Bane camp mid for the Bounty Hunter.
Yep. Then
they just put Bat Rider in the off lane, which will be fine against. Then Timber one-on-ones against the Knicks. All things A-okay.
10 seconds remaining.
If you did not look at the sports, obviously they're going to have a pretty big impact on the mid lane. But a Juggernaut versus Alchemist, how do you think that goes?
I think Jug does okay, but Alk is just trying to get to 6 as fast as he can.
Right.
I know for a fact that Jug versus Timber, Jug does fine.
Yep.
According to Black.
Yeah. We've watched that matchup multiple times, and we're leading up into TI.
But Alk versus Jug, I think Jug does okay. I think both of them trade farm, but maybe Jug getting a little bit more because he has spin potential.
So if damage is the problem, or lack thereof, for Team Liquid, what buffs that up? What last options there for Team Liquid?
Ti streamer, znaju najbolje.
Za ovih 0 gledatelja.
They need a carry that'll deal a lot of damage. Is Mage.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Or his name is Anti-Mage
with bated breath. Anti-Mage or Anti-Mage?
Anti-Mage or Lycan. Or no, wait, Ursa would be Onage. I think Ursa's like a free win for Liquid here.
Oh yeah.
I think Fnatic should ban Ursa. If I'm Fnatic, I'm banning Ursa because I think Ursa just gives you a free win.
They ban the Tinker instead.
Turn to pick.
Well, maybe I'm wrong here, but I think Ursa would be quite the luxury hero.
Fnatic need a support. If they're gonna go for the lanes that we talked about, they could just get a roamer. They could get some support if they're gonna go for the Timbersaw matched up one-on-one against Nyx.
So they need I need time here. Maybe, I don't know. They need something offensive with the stun. If it's Fnatic, so they'll do something weird.
Position Beastmaster?
Earthshaker or Wisp.
10 seconds.
That'll be my guess. Earthshaker or
5 seconds
Wisp.
remaining.
What about a 4-position Beastmaster?
Okay.
Or a 4-position Enchantress?
Alright, so we said Liquid. I'm pretty sure Ursa. I will stick with that. I think Ursa's a very strong hero.
Even better against Enchantress, but instead they go Morphling.
I really thought that this was... Ursa is great against all 3 of those heroes.
Yes.
Especially against those 2 cores. I feel like that hero munches on them. The good news though is that Fnatic can't kill Morphling. Maybe through...
Maybe with the Fiend's Grip or the right lasso, but unlikely.
Yeah. Liquid have a lot of different ways to stop. That Ursa looked like he was going to be sick though.
Apparently you can't quite get fully into the head of Team Liquid. What's Dota?
I don't know, man. Who knows?
Need to coach a little harder.
Probably.
10 seconds remaining.
Give us the truth. They fired you, didn't they?
More or
5
less.
seconds remaining.
It was like a really heartfelt conversation. Yeah, but look at them now. Right. The player who places the most obs wards by 15, I will say Kuro, because he's playing an Invis hero.
Prepare
How long
for
will the
battle.
game be? That's a complicated one. Don't look at my answer.
37 to 44. And
number.
total number of teleports canceled by stun.
Keep in
by
mind there's a
25
Bat Rider.
minutes. Go for 2. Total number of player deaths by 10. I don't feel like there's going to be a whole lot.
All right, my predictions are
Enchantress.
locked in.
Locked in. What? I don't know
Don't
why
do
I
that.
alt-tabbed.
Don't do that.
I'm not sure why I alt-tabbed. It was like second nature.
I do it all the time, don't worry.
All right, we are off. Game number 2, Team Liquid,
30
Fnatic.
seconds to battle.
Both need a win. We are going to start off with Liquid contesting the top rune via a smoke and an attempt at a first blood on mid one. Oh, the smoke pops on Fada. Mid one sees it, starts running right, but it's right to the hands of Team Liquid. They get the stuns required.
He is super dead.
And get the first blood.
All right, the worst part about that is that Fada's going to pick up the first blood. He's going to get the bounty rune,
begins.
and mid one had to level Timber Chain. Which,
Yeah, that's real bad.
and on top of that, he's going to have to use a lot of his money that he had saved up for PP instead. So that's going to give Mind Control a little bit more incentive to do well in this lane, whereas, like we talked about, that is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give the Timbersaw the one-on-one matchup, which is very typical nowadays.
Mind Control going to start off by pulling the creep wave, and this is made all the worse because mid one doesn't have reactive
Oh, no.
armor yet.
Nor does he have Whirling Death, which would also be kind of helpful here.
Yeah.
And this...
Doesn't have a Quelling Blade.
Oh no, you missed the creep on the Timber Chain.
No. So many things going wrong for mid one. Would Mind Control have done this? Yeah, he probably would have done this anyway, right?
Yeah. If it was the Bane, maybe the Bane sleeps and creeps go away, but we already knew that the Bane was going to camp mid, right?
Yeah.
And in this mid lane, Kuro patiently trying to wait out the Courier, but Fnatic, next level, David blaming him, not even going to send it in. Man, this game already off to a rough start. It still does have 4 CS though, so it's fine, but...
And they've got a DJ Enchantress. And DJ Enchantress, I think, is the only thing that can save Liquid from this rough start.
Yeah. Mind Control? Not gonna level up.
Start going on the Bat Rider. The Enchantress is making his way over, and they're going to be able to find Jerix. Already getting a little bit of sticky napalm damage. Kuro not going to be able to save Jerix here, and this should be our first kill for Fnatic. Liquid, no contest there.
Don't think they could have really helped him in any case. That was just gonna be a hard save.
So, DJ makes his first strike.
Yeah,
It's a
he's
successful one.
he is gonna have to do a lot in this game.
Illusion.
Just because I think, like with this game, gonna have a pretty decent time of it.
Fada should be able to kind of free farm in this mid lane, even when he's facing up against the Bane. He's got boots and a poor man's shield. He's sending himself a bottle quite soon. Mind Control, meanwhile, has to deal with mid one, pushing out the wave and pulling. So he may actually lose some experience advantage mid one.
Yeah, gonna be a pretty significant amount as Mind Control. Not gonna be doing too much here as a bottom lane, Matama Man and
Radiant's
Rex
bottom
just continue to
tower
get
is under attack.
more and more annoyed by DJ as he does DJ things.
Some damage on a Matamba Man, waveforms away. Jerix would have actually died if it wasn't for the fact that he was holding onto a TP scroll.
This has been horrible for Liquid so far though, this Bat Rider.
Oh,
Although in mid,
Alchemist ends up going down. Looks like Hiroki came in and 343 wasn't actually able to be there in time for the Nightmare.
still,
rough.
offlane is going very well for Fnatic. Just because of this Enchantress being such a nuisance right now, and it looks like they want to dive on the Jerix again, who is lacking regen heavily.
No TP this time around.
they've got to be careful. I think liable to die here. They might even just make a move on the Matama Man and try to force him to pump the wand. Instead, he's going to wait for him out, and it's going to force Kuro to come down here and right the ship as in mid lane.
Spin goes out. Vada does what he can. Kuro is here, but I really don't see them actually killing anybody.
Yeah, in fact, Dust is going to get popped.
Now Kuro's going to be caught. Did you manage to get the telekinesis, stopping some of that Firefly damage? Ohio gets a little bit more sticky napalm. That's it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough though. Look at mid. Vada just grabbed himself a double damage rune, and he's about to get his level 6. So need to be careful in this mid lane.
It's all right. The Alchemist got the rune that he really cares about.
That is true. But it all means nothing.
You didn't want it anyway.
He dies again to Vada. Spin on to Mushi. They're going to lose a lot of their creeps. If they stay grouped up, they shouldn't have a problem though.
Yeah. Provided you stand.
Brokey is going to come across here. DJ dropping pretty low here. In fact, if they get this hit, it's going to be a lot. Wait for him. We'll finish him up. On top of man, already low. Doesn't actually have a whole lot of magic wand charges. Kuro is hoping just to be able to slow down Ohio with the body blocks. Beautiful. Set in just enough. Kuro barely going to be able to escape from the flames.
They are both so low. 343 going to drop the sentry.
He sees Kuro, almost gets the brain zap. Kuro surely saw that animation. Not going to happen. Meanwhile, mid lane
Dire's
being
middle
drove
tower
heavily
is
out
under
behind
attack.
the tier 1 tower. DJ now TP's in.
Radiant's
Mind
bottom
control
tower
at
is
half
under
HP,
attack.
but not like DJ can do anything without it. His creeps.
Yeah, awkward situation at bottom. You notice that Jerax was trying to do his best to come in, but it was odd just because he had 100 HP, there's a Firefly down, he felt like he couldn't walk into the flames. Instead they disengage his 343, just immediately going to sleep up mind control and any kind of thoughts of going for that bottom engagement.
They just slip away. What is mind control doing? Rotating like that before level 6.
He's just doing things. Mainly he got to kill mid on Mushi.
Yeah.
And
It just seemed weird that he would rotate from there to bottom lane, but 6-minute rune.
Oh,
Okay, and Grimati has.
I think that's going to cost mind control play. Yeah. He is mega dead trying to go for that rune.
That was so many levels not worth it.
Indeed. Espada's gonna walk into this jungle, see a bunch of camps, and just start spinning at him. If he can get a lot of these small ones,
That'll really hurt the Alchemist.
yeah, as
Radiant's
gonna pop
top
the bottle
tower
and
is under attack.
343 is gonna walk in here. Maybe even run into him on his way to stack, as they might have an inkling that he's here.
Yeah, they
Radiant's
use the
middle
scan.
tower is under attack.
Bada knows his time is short, that's why he goes for the TP out while he
Radiant
finishes up that
structures
Oh,
camp.
are
343 was so
fortified.
close. He just stole that entire camp though. That was 343's life.
Mind controls, he's gonna be caught again. The last one's there. He still has the spike carapace. Will be able to get small distance, stuns onto the creep. That just left him in the flames a little bit longer. Get away though, Ohio unable to finish him off.
Yeah. So upside right now for Fnatic though is that their top lane Timbersaw continues to get absolute free farm. He's doing quite well for himself
Radiant's
right now.
middle tower
Third in
is
net
under
worth.
attack.
For Liquid, the good news is that their Jug is still in a pretty good position. In fact, he leads net worth even over that Alchemist, especially after taking all that stack. He's going to have a hefty level advantage over everybody in the game. Doesn't mean too much though, as Alk will just continue to do Alk things.
You think you've slowed down an Alchemist, and then he finishes his
Dire's
third, fourth
middle
item
tower
before
is
you
under
get your
attack.
second. He will have an armlet coming in. What is it about the
Radiant's top
shift?
tower
The
is under
Alchemists
attack.
are picking up the armlet before
Dire's middle
Radiant.
tower is under attack.
Well, he's pretty much unkillable when he pops his ultimate, and the armlet solves all of his problems in terms of the armor that he gets, general bump in HP.
Baited.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Go
attack.
for the Jerax Rubik replicate. Turns out to be a fake.
Oh man, Lushi found
real
another
one.
bounty rune. Gonna pretty much complete his radiance. what that
Radiant's
item
bottom
does.
tower has fallen.
So he picks up armlet, picks up one bounty rune, and boom.
Okay,
Uh-oh, telekinesis, and that's good enough. Mind control lands his
Way
full
more than enough.
combination, and now they can actually get some damage on this tier 1. Fada's even taken it up for them as the healing ward definitely dodging Alchemist's
Dire's middle
attempts
tower
at
is
denying
under
it.
attack.
Yeah, and they are just gonna dust and kill Kuro. That was very greedy.
That team was not on the same page. That's
No,
for sure.
they can't really dive in that position just because the Alk had his chemical rage going.
Dire's
It
bottom
felt like
tower is under
Kuroki
attack.
wanted to force everybody in, but Liquid are like, we just can't do that. All the spells are expended. So very poor mind control. Gonna go for the Iron Talon as Bushi just continues to do Alk things.
Never stop, Mushi. Never stop. Enchantress gonna have to turn into a core eventually for Fnatic, and he's already got the Ogre Club.
He just got so much gold from popping that bounty room. He's got like 600 gold, man.
And
Oh, Fada's
Fada
gotta be careful.
really loves Coppin Tower.
That is the scam.
Does seem like it. Meanwhile, Mind Control is looking for the pick off on Mushi. Counter ward already laid out, coupled with an Observer ward, so they know exactly what is happening here.
Yeah. Instead, they're gonna go for 3-4-3, and they should spot him here as long as Mind Control doesn't miss the stun, and he doesn't.
Radiant's middle
Hoping
tower
for a
is
nightmare
under
denied.
attack.
Oh, he almost had that one too.
That was very close.
One pushing well past the tier 1 tower. Gets a lot of damage onto Matumba Man.
Bushi's
He's
just
gotta
gotta
be careful. Walks up right before he's hit by the chakra.
Bushi's just gotta keep hoping for all those bounty runes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and mid.
Jesus, mid one, calm down.
Dire's
He
top
almost
tower
did get
is
Matuma
under
Man.
attack.
Matuma Man just has enough to survive the burst, but nobody from Liquid gonna help out as they're all on their way to top. Just taking this tower as Ohio was not very
Radiant's
effective in that
middle
last
tower
game,
is
but
under
has
attack.
done a very good job in this
They're
game.
gonna try for it. Mid one is almost completely out of
Dire's
mana.
top
Mind
tower
control
is under
TP'd
attack.
in. Tries to bait out with a spike carapace, not gonna
Dire's
happen.
top
And
tower
now
has
DJ
fallen.
actually pops the dust thinking they can kill mind control, but the triple impale on the 2 creeps and
Radiant's
DJ
middle
himself
tower is under
stops
attack.
that bit of aggression. Now Fnatic swarming around that tier 1 tower will finally claim it in exchange for their top tower.
Radiant
Glyph gonna get
structures are
popped.
fortified.
Wada actually stopped his TP, already
Dire's
anticipating
top
that
tower
wasn't really
is
going to be a
under
fight.
attack.
And 3-4-3 looking for an opportunity to get his Fiend's Grip off, but it's going to go home with nothing right now. And Mushi is getting a good amount of gold, and now going to push out that top lane as Wada still doesn't have a TP. He's got to be careful here. Invis Mind Control on the hunt. Liquid all coming in here. They're going to spot this too as Mind Control barely doesn't get dusted now.
No, they thought they were going to be able to get it with that scan. That just means Midwell's going to die to mind control instead. Fiend's Grip plus the lasso controlling 2 different heroes. Mind Control is actually going to die to that one. Ohio's going to cut across here, trying to lay over Matumba Man. Matumba Man goes for it, but the rain sap is just enough, keeping 3-4-3 alive. Kuro. There is not any other countervision left for Fnatic. You can't really turn, especially with Fnatic coming in from behind. The Omni Slash not enough to finish off any one hero, but with the help of Matumba Man as well as Jarek, they'll finish off both.
Very well done by Liquid as they sandwich in right there. Unfortunately, they lost a very poor Nyx Assassin, but not going to matter too much as now they're going to grab this mid tower. Timbersaw just going to TP by himself here. Might have been a mistake as Jarek
He's gold on lasso and he controls him. No.
Mid one did not check that because
No.
he knew that Jarek's...
Not.
I remember that he stole it before because Jarek's got hit by it, and I mean, it's just odd to steal because he was the one that was lassoed to begin with, and Ohio didn't drop any sticky napalm charges. I can only imagine he was out of mana, so that had to have come as a surprise as mid one just dies back to back. That is the worst possible result for this Timbersaw right now.
Mind Control has found Mushi, but Mind Control's rotation over in the first place was again scouted by this counter ward and observer ward combination.
And That's still gotta be such a surprise. Mid one's gotta just be like scratching his head like, how do you steal lasso
Yeah.
when you got lassoed?
Even then, you could say that TP, not worth it.
Oh, definitely not.
Lasso or not.
Well, if there's no lasso, then he gets lifted. Probably doesn't get bursted because he can just.
But if he gets shurikens when he goes for the timber chain,
Yeah, that's true.
it's just like a little bit of like there's
It's unnecessary.
potential. Yeah.
It's
exactly.
unnecessary is the big thing.
Not worth the risk. Kuro scouting out mid one. If the rest of the team comes over, they can kill him a third time. Mind control. Gonna be trying to lead the way here with the impale. No need
There's
to go
no
for the
way to
vendetta
kill
hit.
him 3 times
Landing, the rest of the disables are there. Third time is definitely not the charm for mid one.
He started off so good in this game. Remember, he had an almost free laning phases. Mind control left the lane at like level 4 to go around and gank. And ever since then, he has just been terrorized on this map. And Liquid, they're trying to push all the advantages they can because they know this Alchemist is working in the shadows, just continuing to farm.
Lana pushing forward. They're actually going to go for Mushi here. They drop him almost immediately thanks to the Omni Slash. Burst nukes coming in and the Rubik as well.
I cannot believe that Mushi decided to show up. We thought that he was just going to continue to farm, but instead, Liquid just going to get radiance. Yeah,
Dire's
they're going to
middle
slow down that
tower
radiance.
has fallen.
Get a lot more net worth on their Juggernaut, who's almost got a full Battle Fury now. He's going to transition into a core of his own. Yasha Battle Fury at 16 minutes is nothing to smirk at, as Lincoln's is going to come onto the Morphling, and Liquid just giving a freebie right now.
A lot of pings going down back and forth. Fnatic do have some idea that Liquid are in their jungle. They pushed out as a group to see if they can catch anybody, specifically one of the Invis heroes, but not the case here.
Yeah, Jerix has gone off in this game again, and in Fnatic right now, still fighting for that top 4 dream. No team wants to go into the best of 1 lower bracket, as we talked about,
Dire's
with how
bottom tower
close all
is
the
under
teams
Mind
are.
control's gonna pop the smokes. They knew about this one too. Almost sure of it. Because the combination of ward vision from this and this, they got a lot of information about where Fnatic were going.
Also, Jerix was very aggressively pushing out that top lane.
Yeah.
Nobody dealt with him. That had to have triggered some warning signals from Team Liquid, as that's information. And right now, up at top, Mushi just continues to farm, is pretty close to that Radiance. Just gonna proc his ultimate.
Spin to win. Lana will clean up the
He
creep
might just
wave.
die here. Oh.
He's got an invincible though.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. I thought the Bat Rider was coming, but
Speaking of Bat, Ohio, getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger.
I would have thought he had it in a game, especially the type of game that he was having. But I think after all those lost team fights, they're going to spot Fada though. They know that he is invis, even fire flying over. Just going to kind of trigger some game sense from Liquid.
Medallion over
Mech?
over Mech,
I think it's okay.
just because the just trying to amp up the quick physical damage of Juggernaut and Morphling to
Yeah.
pop heroes like the
Dire's
Timber Saw
bottom
or
tower is
Alchemist.
under
When you get the
attack.
Solar Crest, it's really good against the Enchantress. And the fact that
Oh,
Alk
yeah.
is... They only have 2 ways to deal physical damage on this team.
Do,
Dire's
do you think
structures are
it's
fortified.
more about the defensive or offensive options?
Dire's
Probably
bottom
defensive.
tower is
Okay.
under attack.
I know Kuro just likes this item in general.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
But
tower
Man gonna
has
take
fallen.
this bottom tower. Clean and easy as Fnatic are gonna make a move into the jungle. They might even run into somebody here. Nope. Liquid
Not
just
a
pinging around
Dire's
that area.
bottom tower
They
is
know.
under attack.
They've sensed it.
Well, they get some aggressive vision up, and that's about it.
Dire's
Most of this comes from the
structures
fact
are
that if
fortified.
Matama Man's pushing bottom right now,
Dire's bottom
nobody's
tower
pushing
is
up his
under
top lane.
attack.
They can just kind of process of elimination, decide that something's happening on the other side, And without a blink dagger, they can't even punish as Fada knows now he's going to start making his move over.
He just picked up the blink dagger. He'll
Radiant's
find the
top tower
opportunity.
is under
Catching
attack.
3-4-3. The spin will give them the kill, and it's a track kill at that.
Radiant's
Say much
gotta
more
all
they
get
can
out.
get. Mid one, he's got a TP. Mind control, closing the gap though, slowly but surely. The TP in. Matumba Man has found mid one. Long timber chain away though. Might be able to get away. Fada is close on the case. Looks like he Omni slashed earlier, but it wasn't enough to kill him.
He tried to go for the Alchemist, he was TPing out, but unfortunately overestimated his damage as Alk with his Chemical Rage and Armlet is very hard to take down. And now Mushi is starting to get a little bit of separation away from the other two cores of Liquid, but it's everybody else that just completely trails behind on the side of Fnatic. Their 1500 net worth Bane was coveting right now that win lace.
5,500 on Batrider, and okay, double dust.
Can't afford that.
Neither of which hit the Invis hero.
That's... They can't do that. That's more than 10% of 343's net worth. Can't just throw away money like that. You've got a feel right now for Fnatic because they're trying to make smoke plays happen. They're being active around the map, but they just haven't found anything right now. Liquid are just moving them around the map. Liquid feel comfortable because they have two very strong cores scaling, especially after killing mid one 4 times in a row. I think that was kind of when they told themselves, okay, now we're comfortable. Like at one point, this guy was on his pace for something like a 14-minute Bloodstone, which would have really changed the game.
And now, turns into a 20-minute Bloodstone. But maybe they had the chance to bring it back. If they can just win one good team fight, get some Bloodstone charges in, maybe take away the gem of Team Liquid.
Yeah. I think if Fnatic can just continue to hold, maybe if the Alk gets absolute slotted, but it's not even the Alk that I'm worried about right now, it's the rest of the Fnatic heroes, because I think Liquid have enough to deal with just the Alk. We talked about them, us being concerned about whether or not Liquid have enough damage. Well, just through the virtue of how much farm all the cores on Liquid have been able to pick up, I don't think that's a concern anymore.
Yeah,
Radiant's
Morphling's
bottom
damage is
tower
obviously
is under attack.
gonna get greater and greater as time goes on, so there is a bit of a ticking time bomb. That watery devil.
Especially Fada. This build is pretty greedy, the Yasha and the Battle Fury. Yeah. He's got almost no stats, but he farms. And farms.
And it's going to farm a Roshan. With that double damage, looks to be pretty easy. They get scouted out by the Enchantress' Dark Troll Summoner, but it does not matter one bit. Team Liquid will protect their Roshan to the death, but Fnatic, again, no contest from them.
Yeah, there's almost no way that they can fight this. This is pretty much a free Roshan, and they struggled to kill this Morphling before. It doesn't get easier than this.
Mm-hmm.
What are you meant to do in this position where you get behind, Liquid are just farming all around the map, they're splitting up both cores efficiently. The Nyx Assassin doesn't even need farm anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure Mind Control's given up on items. He's just like, I'm gonna roll around Invis with a Blink Dagger now. That's my game.
Well, I can tell you one thing Fnatic could hope for.
Hit me.
The Ethereal Blade of Matumba Man is picked up and used at the same time as Juggernaut's Omni Slash.
Dire's
Oh,
middle
sick.
tower is under attack.
That's what you all in on?
Yeah. That's what you all in on.
Oh, Liquid are just pushing down this mid lane now. They realize that Alk isn't quite there, and Mushi has to come back to defend.
Radiant's top
Throws
tower
down.
is under attack.
Looks like they want this kickoff on whoever TP's in and defends this tower push.
Dire's
but
bottom tower is under
Fada,
attack.
I mean, they could have conceivably killed him maybe before this Manta was complete,
Yeah.
but now I think he's just got enough stats to survive through the burst.
Yeah, I meant to make this things really hard for them as now Morph is just gonna start the split push. Okay.
Bye-bye.
3-4-3 is like, damn. That is
And
that is
now,
messed up.
Man is going to come in. Get the telekinesis on him in one, thanks to Jerix getting
Oh
the
my-
link forward.
He died so fast.
He did.
Even with that cloak, the amount of HP that he has and that wand, they blew him up so fast. Jerix had a just Timber chains forward.
I mean, Matsu's level 16 in 24 minutes.
Yeah, you're in a good position. And Mushi has the TP available, but seems like he's a little bit reluctant to come back without the Timber Saw. Although Timber has respawned, it's the Bane. Bane will always be respawned. Don't worry, Mushi. Looks like they're conceding this rag.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I don't think they had too many other options, to be honest.
Maybe if Mushi's there and he just continues to Acid Club, but it seems like he just told his team to wait while he gets his Manta before they get into an engagement.
Well, he's going to come forward now. The Tumbleman rebuffs him with the quick combination, leaving Mushi at half health. Now the initiation from Ohio, but it's not fast enough. They managed to get mind control to put a stop to any pullback with his double stun. Spana a little bit too far forward, actually. He's going to be Fiend script up and taken out, but the Tumbleman gets the reprisal, and Alchemist now starts morphing into strength and battles it out with 3-4-3 underneath the tower. The pullback there still isn't enough damage, and now it's going to be DJ, who underneath the tier 4 towers will also fall.
What's going on?
As a fate.
Okay, so melee barracks still stand. Matama Man desperately trying to morph back the other way. He's just going to come back in through the replicant. But everybody else from Liquid is so low. And okay.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Did Crow just...
They just died to the replicate that Enchantress stole.
Yeah.
Dire's
Which
top barracks
Matama Man
has
could have
fallen.
stopped if he just came back.
Huh. Garrus almost died for that too.
I know, that's why they smoked up, because the Radiance was burning them down. So they're like, oh, quick, hide. Hide from the fake Alchemist man.
I was just about to compliment Liquid on back-to-back flawless games, but you gotta giggle at some things.
I could just imagine, though. Matu, come back! Matu! Matu, come back! I'm dying! Matu never came.
That was pretty entertaining. As Matama Man still has that Aegis available, not for too much longer, but they are on the chase for that Alkalusion.
Oh, almost killed me. Good attempt at the Nightmare to be able to dodge that combination. Matama Man actually low enough near the end. So still working through strength. Can he survive? A little bit more. Oh my god, he's got the space now. He turns around, gets a little bit more stun. They need the damage. The Fiend script doesn't actually hit onto Matama Man. It locks down on mind control instead. A good kill, yes, but Matama Man finally takes out, losing that Aegis. Now they get the stun onto Jerix. That's going to be 3. But Tumbleman will waveform himself away. That is not a kill that Fnatic can possibly chase down a second time, but still a big win, taking away that Aegis and picking up 3 kills.
That was like 3k gold for them.
Radiant's middle tower.
Every little big counts right now is 10k in
Dire's
both
bottom
categories,
tower
but
is under attack.
that is kind of what they need to get it started. As Matama Man just blows up 343. The weird thing is 343 hasn't even died that much this game. Mid one has died 7 times to his 5, which is pretty insane to think about, considering the Bane has had no space to farm and they just haven't been able to take team fights.
Morphling just picked up the Ethereal Blades. A couple minutes later, boom, full Manta. Lincoln's Ethereal Blade, Manta, Boots of Travel, all by 27 minutes. The Alchemist, he's gotta be careful. That's the way to describe it. He's gonna be rivaling the Alchemist when it comes to network, and easily beating out the kill. Now, DJ's gonna be the next target, but Tumbleman doesn't have a nuke just yet. Gonna be slept up, woken up by mind control. Latu thinking about going for the dive.
They're gonna continue to just go for this. There is a buyback available on Bushi. I'm not sure how much he wants to go for it, considering, but this is gonna mean a second set of racks if he doesn't, so immediately goes for it and cancels the TP as everybody from Fnatic are smoked. Maybe the last attempt they have at this, if they're gonna stand any chance at, they'll try to go for a top 4 in the group.
Smoke revealed, and Fnatic don't actually gain anything from it.
They need this win so bad, just to continue their hopes of an upper bracket. But Liquid instead, looks like they want to disengage without the Aegis available to them. Probably just go for this bottom push instead. So much more safe. They know that Mushi's already popped that buyback, so all they have to do is win half of a team fight where they kill him and They might just be able to end it.
Or 3-4-3 dies again. Oh, they are going to be able to get the last one return and throw hit. Mike Joel blinks in, beats the spike carapace. The combination with the stun stops the Bat Rider in his tracks, and they
There
blow
you
him
go.
up. Matumba now jumps forward. The Infest. Okay, good steal there for DJ, but on the left-hand side, mid one will die again. 3 down from Fnatic. Liquid
No
don't
buyback
need to go for
any
the
of
safe
them.
push anymore. They can go straight down.
Yes. There's no buyback on any of them. They're gonna pop the healing ward, bring Matumba Man to full HP as Jarek jumps in deep. And
It's back. The first damage. Oh, it's what you were talking about. The ethereal blade on these
Dire's
slash.
middle barracks
but
are
it's
under
not gonna matter.
attack.
They have way more than enough damage to take him out, and with Mushi dead, with no buyback, I think this is gonna be minimum of mega creeps. Liquid are gonna have to do this with just, or Fnatic are gonna have to do this 5v4.
Not even gonna risk it. Liquid's like, no. Mega creeps. That is child's play. Let's go tier 4's on throne. Forced out the GG from Fnatic. Fnatic just hoping to be able to get a kill on mind control, but it will 4 it all ends. And it does indeed.
All right, so Fnatic gonna go down 0-2 in this series, which would leave them at 2 points in this overall group. I think that means they can no longer advance. I'm not 1000% sure on that.
Very likely.
Yes.
Either way,
Pretty
I'm
likely.
sure you guys can figure it out from the wiki page.